Joined by Dr. Rob Neal, founder of Golf Biodynamics, great friend of mine, and he's just done a research project on wedge play that is awesome. He's the awesome Aussie. Rob, let's get into this right away. What would you say is the single most important thing? What do the best wedge players do? You've tested them. What's the one thing they all do?
I'd say our work, Martin, has showed that the most important variable for them to control is angle of attack. So controlling the angle of attack doesn't mean, oh, you always have to be shallow. It means that you have to be able to, at times, be very steep, maybe as much as 15 degrees down.
Wow.
Then turn around, maybe the next shot you hit with your wedge, you have to be 2 or 3 degrees down only.
So the angle of attack. Now, the angle of attack, let's make sure everybody's on the same page here. We're talking about the angle of the club head coming into the ball until contact. Something funny happens at impact, like it hits a golf ball and goes downward. So the angle of attack really is more measured before impact, correct, Rob? Or,
yep.
or into impact.
Just as the first touch of the ball.
The first touch. Now, off tight fairways, look, we all marvel at these players you've measured, Luke Donald, Jason Duffner, Tom Kite, and they can make that ball just sit down amazingly off tight fairways on fast greens. Their angle of attack, what is it and what can we learn to do it?
So shallow for those guys off a tight fairway is somewhere around 4 degrees down.
But it is still down.
Yep.
Now at home, I want you to understand this. We're talking about shallow. Shallow doesn't mean it's coming up when you hit the ball. It's still going down 4 degrees. It's not going down 10, but it is going down. From your studies, Rob, I'm going to hit one here because there's a ball there and I'm who I am and I can't stand seeing balls and not hitting them. So I'm going to hit one here. And I clip that fairly nicely, not too bad. Sit down, you rascal. There we go. The mistake that players make that stops people being shallow into the ball, and one drill that people could do to improve their ability to be shallow into the ball.
So I'd like you to try this. In fact, you can do it here, Martin. It's going to be very easy off the mat. But at home, if you could just try hitting as many shots as possible from exactly the same lie. And the tendency, of course, is when you hit down on it, you make a divot that you'll want to then hit even further down. But if you can keep it shallow, you can just clip the ball off there. And I've seen people hit 10 or 15 shots from the same place each time, Martin.
Yeah, and you're talking about the same spot, meaning the same spot, not the same general area,
no,
the same
exactly
spot.
The same
How
spot.
many golf balls can you hit from the same spot? So it's just a light brushing, shallow, very important. In fact, the key important ingredient. That was nicely shallow, I have to say. So brush the grass. That's one of many metrics that Dr. Rob measures. But if you want to improve your wedge play and your ability to spin the ball, shallow is the way to go. Isn't it, Rob?
Absolutely shallow on those tight fairways.
Got it.